Timor-Leste and partners set new development goals. Asia-Pacific Business Forum connects emerging entrepreneurs. Ministry of Sport hosts first regional volleyball competition. Welcome back to RTTL World News. I'm Jerry Madeira. Timor-Leste's government conducted its annual meeting with development partners this week, reviewing progress, addressing challenges, and reaffirming commitment to the country's development journey. Prime Minister Sanana Gusmao highlighted future resilience, the promotion of the marine economy, and ASEAN membership as key development areas. Traditional dancing launched this year's meeting between government, ministries, and development partners. This year's theme, Charting a Resilient Horizon, Blue Economy, ASEAN Integration, and Coordinated Action.
We are also conscious that this progress has taken place in a world that is rapidly changing. Global and regional uncertainties, climate-related risk, and economic pressure require us all to adapt and to plan with greater care and coordination. In this context, our partnership with you remains essential.
Poverty, inequality, unemployment, food insecurity, the impacts of climate change, global economic uncertainty, and growing geopolitical instability. These vulnerabilities cannot be overcome by Timor-Leste alone.
On the blue economy, Timor-Leste's Minister of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation, Benedito dos Santos Freitas, recognized both the opportunities and responsibilities associated with Timor-Leste's maritime domain.
It encompasses climate resilience, food and energy security, maritime connectivity, scientific research and innovation, environmental stewardship, and the empowerment of coastal communities.
Addressing public administration reform, the Prime Minister emphasized the role of public servants in the nation's development.
To work in the government is not to have salary, but to accomplish a mission of serving the country, serving the people.
Public administration reform also plays a central role in building investors' confidence, supporting private sector development, enhancing human resources capacity, and aligning Timor-Leste's governance systems with regional and international standards, particularly within the context of ASEAN integration.
Australia remains Timor-Leste's largest development partner, budgeting an estimated 146.6 million Australian dollars or 104.4 million US dollars in official development assistance across 2026 and 2027.
And I wanted to personally thank you for the clarity of the presentation and both some context and the stepping stones, and then also really laying out your reform priorities, but also, as importantly, where would you like partners to be supporting you.
Following Timor-Leste's accession to ASEAN, Indonesian Embassy Councillor Bangga Melawan highlighted concerns about the 2028 election destabilizing the government's preparations to chair the bloc in 2029.
To 2029, as we know that it will be a very important year for Timor-Leste, and also a bit critical because it will be near with the change of government, as we know that a general election will be done in 2028.
The 10th government will continue ASEAN preparations regardless of the election's results, as chairing ASEAN in 2029 is in the nation's best interests.
And our central message is that Timor-Leste is no longer speaking only about joining ASEAN. We are now focused on delivering integration in concrete legal, institutional, and sectoral terms, including preparation for the ASEAN chairship in 2029.
Director of the Timor-Leste Disability Association, Cesaro da Silva, highlighted a lack of participation from people living with a disability in the public sector and called on the government to do more to combat stigma, discrimination, and violence.
We recommend the public servant, if you have any recruitment for the public recruitment, people with disability, we need a code for recruitment.
Strengthening partnerships and working towards national development as Timor-Leste integrates into ASEAN and other sectors. Jerry Madeira, RTTL World News. Business leaders and decision makers from across the Asia-Pacific region gathered in Delhi to discuss challenges and explore opportunities for future investment. Around 60 international and local business owners and leaders attended the summit to strengthen cooperation and build networks, while local businesses raised concerns about limited access to financial support for budding entrepreneurs.
Young minds take center stage at the Asia-Pacific Business Forum as the next generation of entrepreneurs steps up to unlock future investment opportunities. Opening the forum, Prime Minister of Timor-Leste Xanana Gusmao said the government was committed to supporting private sector growth and investment.
Welcome foreign investment that creates jobs, transfers skills, and supports the development of our industries, including tourism, agriculture, services, and petroleum.
Timor-Leste is now a member of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, a market of more than 680 million people.
ASEAN membership will provide an opportunity to connect our business, our entrepreneurs, and our young people with one of the most dynamic regions in the world. In 2029, Timor-Leste will share ASEAN and host the ASEAN Summit.
Our participation in ASEAN, the Rttl.Ep, and the World Trade Organization, or WTO, opens new doors for trade, cooperation, and regional connectivity. This partnership helps Timor-Leste become more connected to the global economy and create a more stable and transparent business environment.
Timor-Leste officially joined the World Trade Organization in 2024, opening new opportunities for trade, investment, and private sector growth. With 74% of its population under the age of 35, Timor-Leste possesses a vibrant workforce capable of driving national economic development. However, access to financial resources remains a significant hurdle for young entrepreneurs to expand their businesses.
Right now, we can see that the business in Timor-Leste is growing. A lot of young people try to get involved to start their own business. But I think the main challenge in here is the capital that can support the young creative or young great talent that wants to start their own business.
In 2022, the Timorese government and the National Commercial Bank of Timor-Leste launched a small loan interest policy to support micro, small, and medium businesses operating in the country. The program provided a 3 to 6 months grace period for successful applicants and 3% interest per year. But the current government suspended the program in June 2023, and it is now working on a new financial support system for young entrepreneurs.
We are also establishing a national development bank to support entrepreneurs and the small business that too often have ideas and ambition that cannot access the credit they need to grow.
During the 4-day summit, the Timor-Leste Young Entrepreneurs Association also signed a partnership agreement with Young Entrepreneurs Group of Asia Pacific for an exchange and capacity building program.
When we invest in young entrepreneur, we do not change one life, but which change the lives of their employers, their family, their communities, and it is the most sustainable investment we can make in the future of this country.
We could have actually accept the members to the other countries to like as an intern or something, and they can learn from what we have, and when they come back to Timor-Leste, they can support and promote your country or economy with what they learn from us.
Progress has been made to encourage young people's involvement in business. But implementing supportive policies will be crucial to creating an inclusive and equitable business landscape for the future. Pauline Quintown, Judas Magno, RTTL World News.
In part 2 of his interview with RTTL World News, Australian businessman and philanthropist Peter McMullin discusses the promising future of Timor-Leste's emerging entrepreneurs. Mr. McMullin was in Timor-Leste this week to connect a new generation of international entrepreneurs with local business leaders and reflected on his connection to Timorese business people, innovators, and artists.
In the years you've worked with young Timorese entrepreneurs, what challenges have you seen these startups face in Timor-Leste?
Well, they've had major challenges, and I, in the early days, used to conduct workshops, sessions with them talking about entrepreneurialism and what can be done. And a lot of them, for example, have gone to Australia to do seasonal workers programs, saved up enough money to come back and invest in their businesses. And you've got to admire that level of commitment and dedication to the task of setting up their businesses. Now, this has been repeated amongst the group that's been here this week, and some of them run quite big businesses here and are interested in developing relationships with other businesses in the region. Because after all, business is all about relationships, and the key thing here is that people understand that Timor has a business community, has an entrepreneurial group that are doing big things and need to be understood and welcomed.
What unique opportunities do you see for youth-led startups?
The unique features of Timor-Leste have been well articulated around tourism and agribusiness and the digital economy. Now, all those are major areas on their own right, but I think the unique advantage that Timor actually has is a growing skilled population, and I emphasise the need for it to grow further, but the educated young people are really switched into this digital economy and the opportunities that a developed tourism industry might provide.
So what excites you most about the next generation of young Timorese entrepreneurs and leaders?
Well, look, I think what really excites me about them is their enthusiasm and confidence for the future. And, these are people who are actually running businesses, and I've been funding personally a program for female founders here in Timor-Leste in conjunction with the Australian government. And these women who have set up their own businesses and are actually wanting to grow those businesses and build export markets and what have you are really enthusiastic and very impressive.
Peter, beyond business, how important are the arts and culture in shaping Timor-Leste's development and identity?
I've just returned from Venice Biennale, where I have supported the Timorese Pavilion, which was met with great enthusiasm only 2 weeks ago in Venice. And we also had Maria Madeira 2 years ago, who has now become an international figure in the arts world based on her participation in the first Timorese Pavilion. So I think it's a great way to showcase the culture, the art background, the different cultures that exist in this country that are widely unknown by lots of people. So showcasing them at a place like Venice Biennale is a great opportunity, and The Prime Minister launched it 2 years ago, launched the exhibition, and the President this year was due to come, but there had to be a change in his arrangements. But Georges Christopher, the Minister for Arts and Culture, opened it in Venice, I think it was 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks ago, and I was there and I was very proud to be there. It was great.
Thank you for talking with RTL News, Mr. Peter.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
In international news, artists from around the world are in Darwin to add to the city's vibrant mural scene as part of the 10th Darwin Street Art Festival. And as the number of murals in the city grows, some say Darwin has become Australia's street art capital.
A bold new mural by an internationally acclaimed artist to match an even bolder claim.
I heard a rumour that Darwin is the street art capital.
With 950 murals per resident, Darwin is officially Australia's most mural-dense capital city.
Technically, I can't argue with the statistics, man. It's probably the street art capital.
The director of the Darwin Street Art Festival says Melbourne will have to settle for number 2.
We didn't mean to steal your crown, and we love you, but yeah, we just got more per people.
The Darwin Street Art Festival continues until the end of next week. By then, the number of murals in the city is set to reach 167. Queensland-based artist Kath Ain says street art has transformed more than just Darwin's walls.
I think this place is seen by a lot of folks who haven't been here as this like frontier, like tough men chasing buffaloes, chasing crocodiles, wild, lots of sport, lots of nature. It's like, well, it's also got arts.
It's also about giving emerging artists a start.
This is my first ever public mural. It's more about, I think street art is about connection and a sense of belonging, creativity, innovation. So for me, it's an opportunity to share.
And the man responsible for so many of Darwin's murals says plenty more artists will get a chance in the future.
There's heaps more buildings, there's plenty more walls, and yeah, we've got some of them will need to get painted over, and I don't know, hopefully they build more buildings and we just keep painting them.
With brand new art trails at Darwin Airport and here at the university in Casuarina, the Darwin Street Art Festival shows no signs of slowing down.
Artwork of a little Australian bird is having a big impact on Victoria's surf coast, with families searching for hundreds of paintings popping up across the region. It's all part of one artist's plan to spread joy across his local community and the world.
Sometimes you need an eagle eye, but once you see them, they're everywhere.
Mum, I found another one.
Amazing. Turning Surf Coast locals into twitchers.
It's like an Easter egg hunt, but with willy wagtails.
The birds have been breeding in Torquay since COVID, a pandemic pastime turning into an enduring art trail.
Today we found 8, and my record is 100.
We go on big bike rides for maybe up to 3 hours, and we can spot up to 50 bird signs or willy wagtails at a time.
Now they've migrated well beyond the Surf Coast, flying around the world and landing in places like Japan, Argentina, Prague, Lombok and even Antarctica. This is their breeding ground, the Torquay shed of artist Mike McLean.
I just think it's a really powerful, strong, cool image, inspired by pop art and Andy Warhol's Repetition.
He uses offcuts of fence palings and donated paint for the birds. They've become a bright spot during a tricky time.
I think the creative arts have really been hit hard because people don't have money to spend on luxury items.
Free for Torquay residents, locals appreciate the joy and colour they bring.
Oh, just happiness and community spirit.
I think it's really beautiful.
It's just one of those things about Torquay that makes it a bit unique and quirky.
In some areas, the birds are quite prolific. But the artist wants to create a work where they can flock together in their hundreds and invite art lovers and bird lovers to see the result.
In sport news, the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Arts and Culture recently hosted the MZDAC Cup volleyball competition across Timor-Leste, held as part of the Timor-Leste Volleyball League's Division 3 competition. It marked the first time the National Volleyball Federation and the Ministry of Sport has held a volleyball competition outside of Dili.
Scouting for talent outside of the capital. For the first time, volleyball players in Aileu municipality had the opportunity to compete on home soil.
Thanks for this opportunity. I hope this competition will expand to the sub-district.
A total of 15 clubs competed in the third division competition, composed of 8 women's teams and 7 men's, all vying for promotion.
The winning clubs will get the ticket to compete in the second division in Dili.
Meanwhile, in Baucau municipality, the Minister of Sport officially kicked off proceedings.
We are expanding this competition to the municipal level because many good volleyball talents come from this municipality.
There are 18 clubs competing in Baucau.
Feel happy because this is the first time our club is competing in this tournament.
The competition is being held in all cities in Timor-Leste with the hope of capturing talent from across the country. Jagares, RTTL World News.
And now the weather, starting with Dili. Partly sunny and pleasant, a top temperature of 31 and a low of 21 degrees. Sunny to partly cloudy in Baucau, with temperatures ranging between 28 and 19 degrees. In Lotem, partly cloudy with a scattered afternoon thunder showers, a high of 28 and a low of 21 degrees. In Bobonaro, high thin clouds in the morning, increasing with a couple of showers in the afternoon. A top temperature of 28 and a low of 15. And in Aileu, pleasant and sunny, temperatures ranging between 26 and 14. Now looking abroad. In Cuba, sun and areas of high clouds in the morning, then mainly cloudy in the afternoon, a high of 31 and a low of 21. Times of clouds and sun with showers in Bali, temperatures ranging between 31 and 23. In Jakarta, partly sunny with a couple of showers in the afternoon, a top of 33 and a low of 24. Warm with some through high clouds in Seoul, a high of 31 and a low of 13 degrees. In Darwin, sunshine and a few clouds, temperatures ranging between 31 and 19 degrees. Sunshine in Sydney, a high of 18 and a low of 10 degrees. Sunny and breezy in Lisbon, with temperatures ranging between 27 and 17. Cloudy in London, a top temperature of 21 and a low of 14. And mostly cloudy with a scattered afternoon shower in Belfast, a high of 19 and a low of 12. Thanks for joining us again on the program. RTTL World News will be back with more stories on Thursday. Bye for now.